Being an introvert means that you gain energy from solitude and quiet, and you lose energy from external stimulation and social interaction. So as an introvert, prioritizing energy management is crucial for your well-being and also for your productivity and overall success. In this video, we're going to dive into strategies that will help you protect your energy. As an introvert myself who helps other introverts land and succeed in six-figure leadership roles, number 3 is my absolute favorite, and I've implemented it for years with my husband, friends, and colleagues. So let's get right into it. So first thing is deep focus and flow power. The best way to get energy as an introvert is to leverage your deep focus and flow power. I was recently reading a study by Oregon State University, and it was a study on solitude. They found that unlike extroverts who seek external stimulation as a reward, introverts actually require less dopamine to feel satisfied. And this means that quiet, deep focus is as satisfying to an introvert as going to a party. In the study, they were saying that as short as 15 minutes can help introverts to be able to reduce anxiety and also to be able to innovate and get new ideas. So this really shows how powerful your focused work and your focused time is important as an introvert to be able to get your energy back. So now let's talk about what this can look like practically. You want to actively seek out and protect significant blocks of time for deep focus or flow sessions. You can try the strategy, which is the 90-30 split, where you dedicate 90 minutes to uninterrupted focus work, followed by half an hour to break mentally, disengage, to stretch, to grab a drink, or whatever you like to do to recharge. And this rhythm allows you to tap into that rewarding mental state where your sustained focus actually replenishes your energy rather than draining it. And this is one of the best ways to guard your time and your energy as an introvert. The second thing is to have a pre-meeting or pre-activity routine that helps you to manage your energy. My second strategy is to build pre-activity recharge blocks, and we all know that high energy activities like going to a big meeting or having an important presentation, networking events can be super draining for us as introverts. So going into them already feeling depleted is just basically a recipe for complete exhaustion. So what you can do more practically is to be proactive about time blocking, even if it's short periods of solitude. The study that I mentioned earlier talked about just 15 minutes. So if you know you have a big presentation, blocking off 15 minutes of quiet time, time to meditate, time to do some deep breathing exercises, listen to some calming music, or if you're like me, very noisy music, anything that will help you get in the zone before and even after the meeting sometimes also helps to be able to recharge. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so and turn on notifications so you know when I post the next video. Number 3 is to schedule and communicate your alone time as a non-negotiable. So as I was telling you, this is something that I've done for years with my family, my friends, and my colleagues. So you need to schedule and communicate your alone time as a non-negotiable. As an introvert, alone time, it's not a luxury, it's a real need, and people around you may not always understand that. So it is helpful for you to be able to educate them and share that information with them. So how do you do that? You want to consciously schedule alone time into your day, into your week when you're planning your week, just like you would any important appointment. Then clearly communicate the need to the people in your life. For example, I had to explain to my extroverted husband that when I come home from a speaking engagement, or when I used to work in an office and I came home after a long day in the office, I need 15-20 minutes of quiet alone time before dinner, before socializing, before all the talking. And I simply would tell him that once I get that alone time, you can talk all you want, we can catch up on the day, we can do all those things, but I need that time to be able to recharge. And I would do something similar with my colleagues as well. When I was working in an office setting, they would know that if I put on my headphones, that means it's deep focused time. I'm focusing on what I'm doing. This is not the time to chit chat. This is not the time to come by to tell me how your day or your weekend was. I'm in the zone, so don't disturb me. So these are things that you can communicate to the people around you so that they can know how to support you in being able to manage your energy. Our introvert leadership method coaching program centers on time and energy management to help you thrive as an introverted leader. In the program, you'll learn to prioritize demands, excel in your role, and prevent burnout as an introvert. And it's all about focusing on being able to leverage your skills and your strengths as opposed to you trying to pretend to be someone else. If you want to learn more about the program, check out the link in the description and I share more information there. Point number 4, practice social engagement and exit strategies. So this strategy you need, especially when you're navigating social demands like networking events, but you don't want to always leave when you're completely depleted, right? So you need to make sure that you have some kind of an exit strategy or even a strategic social engagement strategy to ensure that interacting with people doesn't mean that you're completely depleted every single time. So you can't avoid social interaction at the end of the day, but what you can do is to be smart about it in terms of how you engage and when you choose to disengage to conserve your energy. So practically, this is what this can look like. Let's say you're attending a social event, team lunch, or it's a longer meeting, networking event, whatever it may be, but it involves social interaction. What you want to do is mentally set a time limit for yourself of how long you're going to be staying at the event. And that time limit will depend on you and your energy for that day. If you're feeling very social on that day and you want to spend the whole time at the event, then go for it. But if you know that you will be completely depleted by staying for that 3-hour event, maybe you decide to say like, hey, I'm going to do the first hour, then I'm heading out. Or I will do 90 minutes, then I'm heading out. So mentally prepare yourself to know that there's a time limit in terms of how long you're going to be staying there. And during the time that you're there, commit fully, engage fully, and focus on quality interactions over speaking to every single person that's there. And considering that you may decide to leave early, you need somewhat of an exit strategy. So letting people know, hey, it was a great chatting to you, I'm just gonna grab a refill, or I need to talk to so-and-so before I leave, I'm about to head out. Don't feel obligated to stay until the very end when you're completely exhausted beyond repair. Give yourself that permission to leave when your energy starts to dip, and this will allow you to conserve more of your energy so that you're not starting from zero when you're looking to recharge. Another thing to keep in mind when we're talking about quality over quantity is that when you go to these events, set a target. Maybe you tell yourself, I'm going to talk to 5 people. I'm going to interact with these 2 or 3 people that are going to enable me to fulfill the goal for which I'm attending the event. So be strategic about how you're also interacting with people. I've been promoted 5 times in less than 8 years as an introvert, and in this video right here, I share some of the key lessons that helped me when at work as an introvert. So I'll see you in that one.